Today we're going to make chocolate chip cookies. They're the nice soft ones in the middle, the chewy ones in the middle, like you get in bakeries. So we start with 125 grams of unsalted butter, and it must be block butter because it holds itself better in a cookie rather than a stalk or a sponge fat, because then it's lighter and it doesn't set as a biscuit. It's used for sponge, so these ones need to be used of block unsalted butter. To that we put 100 grams of light brown sugar, 125 grams of caster sugar, and whiz it up with either a hand whisk or in your mixer, or by hand if you've got the muscle power, until it's nice and light. Just scrape down the sides a second. That's nice and soft. Give it another little whiz up, like this. To that then you add an egg, a teaspoonful of vanilla essence, and give that another little whiz together. You're making quite a stiff cookie dough, so you can either do the next stage with your whisk on really low. If it takes it, keep it going until you get to a dough mixture, or you can get your wooden spoon out and give it a good stir. So putting in there 225 grams of self-raising flour with half a teaspoonful of salt. Now do I go for this? We're going to have a cloudburst of flour. But we're alright. I may change to a spatula. So get your muscles going. Mix it all up so it's into a bit more of a cookie dough. You'll see it all come together in a minute into a nice big lump. At this stage, you've got your cookie dough. So now you can add all sorts of different things. You can chuck some Smarties in there. You can use those little mini Rolos, which are lovely, or like we do, chocolate chips. 200 grams of whatever you fancy, or as near as 200 grams. Give it a good stir up. And what you do, take it out onto your side, and you can work out what size you're going to make. So you can either make big ones or little ones. Take it all out and then use your hands to bring it together a bit. Like this. And then try not to eat it at this stage because it's luscious. And then what you do, make it into like a bit of a sausage. Come back, pesky chocolate chip. And then just divide it up because you want to make it into little balls and put it on your baking sheet. So chop that up. Perhaps use something a bit better than a spatula to chop it up with. So I reckon you should get over half these again. That was scientific, wasn't it? Just hacking it up into pieces. And then what you need to do then, these spread out really a lot. So put them into your little dough balls and place them really spread out on your baking tray, because you don't, well, they can stick together. It doesn't matter if they stick together, but it's quite nice if they don't, because then you've got individual cookies rather than one whole big cookie, which you may end up with. So keep going until We've done all of your little cookie dough balls. A little bit of a flatten down, like this. Pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes if you like, so they're brown around the outside and still a little bit pale in the middle, and they'll have that lovely chewy texture that you get from cookies that you get from like supermarkets and things. Or you can cook them a little bit more if you just want a bit more of a crispy cookie. So they're going into the oven now for about 10-12 minutes. There we are. Leave them to cool a little bit on your baking tray, and then just simply with like a fish slice or a spatula, just pop them onto a cooling rack and leave them till they're just warm, and eat them because they're great. See you again soon. Bye.